Today here we are going to learn methods of describing sets. There are usually three methods to describe a set, that is description, description, description method. Here we describe the characteristics or properties of a set. For example, a set of whole numbers less than 10. A set of whole numbers less than 10. So we describe generally the characteristics or properties of a set. For example, set A is equal to 1, 3, 5 is given. So we write for this set as a set of first 3 odd numbers and so on. So whatever set is given, we describe their characteristics or properties and we write in a verbal words. So that is called description of a set. So next is listing method. Listing method or roster method. So listing or roster method means we list the elements of the set. Example 1, 3, 5. So here are 1, 3 and 5 are the elements of the set 1, 3, 5 and these are listed inside of the braces by separating with commas. Let's give another example. P is equal to A, B, C, D. You can see here set P. Here A, B, C, D are elements of the set which are separated with commas and kept inside of the braces. So this method is called the listing method. So listing method means we keep all the members of set inside of braces separating with commas. So we list the elements of the set. And last is set builder or rule method. We in set builder or rule method we make a rule. For example, let's take an example of listing method. Whatever we have taken, or in a description method we have taken that set of first 3 odd numbers, or in a listing method we have kept inside of the curly bracket by separating with commas 1, 3 and 5. So let's write this as a rule method. X such that X is a odd number where X is less than 7. So here you can see set A where members of so here X such that X is an odd number where X is less than 7. It implies for all the odd numbers supposed by X. So this X implies odd number. So X such that X is an odd number. What kind of odd number? Which are less than 7. So less than 7, what are the odd numbers? 1, 3 and 5. So that is why we write all the elements of a set and all the elements of a set in a rule. So by forming a rule that we suppose all the elements of a set by a variable like a x, and general property of that variable we write like this: x such that x is a odd number where x is less than 7. Another example, b is equal to x such that x is a square number where x is less than 100. So it implies that x such that x is a square number where x is less than 100. This means square number less than 100 we are supposed to take. So square number less than 100 means what? If you list these elements, it will be listing method. If you just write this as a collection of uh, uh, square numbers which are less than 100 in a word, if you write, that will be called the description method. If you list all the elements and write in the curly bracket, will be called as a listing method. But if you write like this, then it is called as a set builder or a rule method. Hope you have understood about methods of describing sets. So in a conclusion, I would like to say there are three methods generally to describe a set. They are description method, listing method, set builder or rule method. In description method, we describe characteristics or properties of a set, like a set of whole numbers less than 10. In listing method, we list all the elements of the set inside of the braces with separating by commas. Set builder or rule method, we suppose all the elements of the set by a variable like x, and we form a rule like this: x such that x is an odd number where x less than 7.